Hey folks, so this is my second video entry, and this time I will be talking about Deadly Safari, of course, but I will also be talking about a new project I'm working on. It's a new game, and it is a game where I'm actually not the artist, but I'm just a game designer. And the artist right now prefers to remain anonymous. We will reveal his name in due time, but for now, until we get further in the project and it's actually shaping up. Sorry. Uh, well, until then, I won't say his name. But if you've been following him on Deviant Art, you will probably recognize his art style. uh, is pretty renowned for those who enjoy the things that he enjoys. So some of you may recognize him. He's been great help so far, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna make an amazing game together. So first, I am going to be talking about this new game actually. So I think it's better this way. I'm gonna go back to Deadly Safari a little bit later. So this is a combat prototype I'm working on for this game. And for this game prototype, it's going to launch directly the. Sorry about that. It's going to launch directly the combat prototype. Just no moving around or anything. Okay, let me reduce the sound a little bit. All right. Okay, so this is it. So this is a game where you play a fox girl called Victory Vixen. She's actually a superhero, super heroine, sorry, with superpowers, kind of similar to Supergirl, Superman. Not exactly the same, but kind of the same vibe. So. There are two playable characters actually in this game. So if you're not into furries like she is, there will be a playable human character, a human sidekick. That doesn't have any superpowers, but she has a lot of gadgets and can hack and stuff like that. She's more close to a Batman fictional character, if you will. The main villain in this game is actually a robotic maid, Mechania, which she mentioned earlier, who wants to turn the whole world into her robotic slaves. This is just the basis of the story. We get more into it as the game launches, but this is the context of the game. So right off the bat, you can see that the combat system here is much more advanced than the one I have in the Safari. So the two characters are in idle states, and I'm going to start doing something. Now, what you see here is the basic RPG Maker user interface. I find it really ugly. I find it invasive. Well, it's good. I mean, it's functional, but it's pretty invasive. It takes a big portion of the screen, and I don't think it looks quite good. I mean. I'm not a big fan of it. But this is something I might be able to change, and I'll get back to that a little bit later. So, in this game, the enemy and the character you play actually interact with each other during combat. It's not just two pictures popping in. For example, if I attack, now, so you see that the attack here is actually animated, and now she's going to perform her own attack, which is plasma mites, and it's actually the first part of her transformation process. She has four abilities. She starts with three: the plasma mite, the laser, and the bomb. The laser and the bomb being just the damage abilities, and the plasma mite being the first part of the transformation. Once the plasma mite is done, she moves to the second part of the transformation. Alright, so first part of the transformation is done. Doesn't do any damage or reduces stats or anything. It just readies her for the next phase of the transformation. Okay, so now she's attacking. You might notice that it doesn't deal a lot of damage. That's normal because since this is a prototype, I've buffed the health bars and minimize the damage so I can just test everything. So I'm going to attack again. Maybe she tried to transform me this time. No, she's going to do the bomb. She doesn't want to transform it just yet, apparently. Maybe this time. Come on. It's random, by the way. There we go. Now, the attack animation of the Ninette case, which is the second phase of the transformation, is not done by the artist yet. So, don't be surprised if the animation performed by the robot is not that impressive right now. Transformation looks good though. So at this stage, stuff changes a bit. You'll see that the damage outputs of VV, Victoria Vixen, the character, and her speed when doing melee attacks is significantly reduced. Because she's slower. So see, she took 123 damage. She should be more around 160. So that's a reduction of about 20%. Another attack. Okay, just transform already. I might have to increase the chances of doing her transformation a little bit. This is something I have to balance out to make sure it's fair, so it's not overpowered against you, and that it's not too easy to win either. No, still attacking. She really doesn't want to transform me, huh? Already 9 minutes in. Come on. There we go. Okay, so now second leg is transformed, so it's going to change the way basic attacks work even more. Well, see, that's not very effective now. Now, it's worth noting that she will have, now, right now she doesn't have any other means of attacking, but she will have laser, eyes attacks, fire breath, stuff like that. And in this situation, she would be able to use them without any, menace or damage reduction. Okay, third phase of the transformation. Alright, now she's in trouble. Yeah, little spelling mistake here. I'll correct it. So, let's see what happens. So at this point, melee attacks are pretty much useless. Now she's doing the the next process of the transformation. It's not going to do anything right now because I'm still working. I'm still working on the transformation animation. So. Things are pretty dim for our little heroine here. Now you have, this only activates when it's really needed. You have an ability called Energy Burst. It takes 3/4 of your power bar, and it can only be used once per battle. So it's something you have to use at the right time. There we go, back to shape. So everything's back to normal at this point. It's worth noting that when she does this, I intend to give her still like a burst of energy, so that the next ability she uses will have a secondary effect. For example, if she would use her laser sight, laser eyes, then the beam would be bigger and deal more damage just for the next turn. After that, everything goes back to normal. So that's all I can show you for now. For those who are early access patrons, you'll be happy to know, or maybe you don't care, I hope you would be happy, that I should be finishing this combat sequence. There will be some animations and attack missing, but the core of this combat sequence right here, with the game over and stuff, will be ready for the upcoming reward for the next month. So I can pretty much guarantee that you get this as a reward to test and enjoy. Alright, so moving on to Deadly Safari. So a lot of you have pointed out issues with the demo. I fixed almost all of the issues, aside from the cave where it's actually lagging. I might have to change how the web and not snakes, the spiders moving on each step when we work on the web thing, because I think that's what's causing the issue. It doesn't cause any issue for a lot of people, but some people have performance issues there. It's becoming unplayable. So I will try to fix it. If I can't fix it, I will have to remove this feature because I want to make sure that everyone has a pretty good experience. So we'll see. I think I'll manage to find a solution. Now, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Deadly Safari. So as I said, good news and bad news. The bad news is that I'm going to remove Okay, I'm not sure if I said it already because this is take two of this video. So if I said this already, I'm sorry. But very quickly, the bad news is that I'm going to remove the character creation process of the game because it takes me way too much time. And although it's possible to make it, as I've proven with the demo, it just takes so much resources out of me that I can't focus on other cool features of the game, like a very nice, well done combat system. And so if I have to choose between the two, I'll definitely go with the combat system because it's just very important. And I mean, I already know that every time I'm going to have to do the different hair and eyes variations, I'm going to have to repeat each process when I draw and when I code like a game over sequences 24 times. I can't do it, okay? I'm a one-man team, I cannot do it, so I'm going to remove this feature. I'm very sorry if this upset some people, but this is just me being realistic. The upside is that I'm actually revamping the combat system for Daily Safari because the first version was actually pretty dull, didn't like it. I'm sure a lot of you didn't like it either. So here it is. This is a GIF I made that pretty much just represents what I'm trying to do. It's not actual gameplay footage as of yet, it's a GIF image. What I can guarantee, since you saw the other demo, is that you have the animations you see there. You'll see the character actually attacking the monster and the monster actually doing stuff. So there's actually interaction this time around between the two characters, whereas in the old version of the version of the demo, it was just two images popping magically on the screen. Not very exciting, to be perfectly honest. So since the 87 is not a superhero, she doesn't have superpowers, the main interesting aspect of the game would be the suit. So you have attacks. Attacks will have different attack types. Some will consume energy, some will use the suit functions. But you have the suit functions that are mode, heal, and scan. Scan reveals the health bar of the enemy. Heal is pretty self-explanatory. And the suit mode actually puts a buff on you that lasts for a number of turns, and the number of turns it lasts will increase as you level up. So what are the modes? There are three modes. There's going to be a speed enhancement mode. There's going to be a defense mode, and there's going to be an offense mode. The cool thing about this is that for one, they're going to change the appearance of the character 87 a little bit. So for example, if I put the speed enhancement, you're going to have the silver boots shining and glowing. If I do the defense enhancement mode, there will be scales appearing on the suit. If I do the offense one, the sleeves of her suit will extend and form gloves around her hands, where she could have, I don't know, maybe spikes or something to increase the damage. Now, how will combat actually work? I want every opponent to give you a different challenge, and according to the opponent you're going to face, you're going to have modes that work better, suit modes that work better against some enemies than others. Maybe this makes, it's better to use offense mode. Maybe it's better to use defense mode. Maybe it's better to use speed mode. So how does that work? Well, basically, let's focus on the basic enemy like this one, which is the snake. So the snake, as a normal enemy, has two attack patterns. It's going to be the regular attacks, spitting acid on your face that just deals damage. And there's the grab attack, where it will actually coil his tail around you and coil you up and squeeze you. So how can you prevent this, and how can you how can you react to this? So what I did is I did a visual cue that will alert you that the monster is getting ready to grab you. And let me show you how it works. It's not finished yet. I'm still working on it. Oh, okay, that's not it. Never mind. That's the actual tail. Okay, I think it's this one. Yeah, there it is. So you're going to have this visual cue. This is just looping around, but when the turn, and it's not finished, there's still 2 frames when the tail goes a little bit higher and further. And you're going to have the tail going up and wiggle. So one turn is going to do this, tail wiggles, and it's not going to do anything on that turn. It's going to skip to the next turn. And that will be the visual cue. That will be the moment when you say, okay, he's getting ready for something. What am I supposed to do? What's the best course of actions? And according to which enemy you face, it's not going to be the same. So let's say, for example, that I am facing an enemy that is extremely fast. Okay. If I want to touch that enemy, I need speed. I don't need strength because I cannot touch it because it's too fast. But if I have speed boost, I can actually touch it and deal damage to it. Also, the grab might actually be affected by this, because some grabs of some enemies are impossible to break. However, so if you get caught, if you get caught by that grab, it will be impossible, even if you have another suit function on, to break free from it. Even if you struggle, it's just not possible. However, those attacks might be actually very slow, and because they're slow, if you have the speed boost, you have a practically 100% chance to evade that attack, that grab ability. On the other hand, some grabbing abilities, cannot be evaded. They are extremely fast. So even if you put the speed boost, you're gonna get caught by it. But if you have enough, if you have the defense enhancement and suit enhancement mode on, then it will give you some extra strength and resistance, enough to actually break free by struggling, provided that you have the right suit mode on. So you see where I'm getting. Some other grabs, for instance, cannot be avoided, or are very hard to struggle out from without taking a lot of damage. However, if you deal a big blow, a big damage blow, while they are doing the attack, the grab animation preparation, the animation cue, you might actually put them into shock, or just scare them, because you deal a big chunk of damage, and they will interrupt and stop the grabbing process. Not all of them though, and it might need a significant amount of damage, so you might need to increase the offense abilities. So this gives you an idea on how combat works. You will never know exactly when you meet a new enemy how to deal with it. You're going to have to learn through trial and error. This will make the combat more fun and not just a chore when I don't care, I just want to see the game over images and stuff. Here it's going to be a gameplay element, and you're going to have to figure out for each enemy how you're going to deal with it. So yeah, this is what I'm aiming for. I can guarantee the character animations and the movement. I have a plan for the UI to look actually like this. It should work, but I cannot guarantee. But it should really work. On a side note, although she's not a superhero with superpowers, you will have special moves. Would it be just, like a, martial arts move that you can learn, like a special kick. And you will have some extra suit abilities. I will not spoil you. I have some ideas in mind, but I'm not going to tell you what yet. that might be used as a weapon. So you can attack using energy. You can use your suit as a direct offense weapon for range attacks and stuff like that. Those abilities, those attack abilities, you will learn either by being mentored by another Safari Girl, or by challenging and killing another Safari Girl that has that ability. Once you kill a Safari Girl, the Safari Girl, you can inherit her knowledge and abilities, which gives you access to the new suit functions that she had and make them your own. On the other hand, you can spare the said Safari Girl, and maybe she won't give you. Maybe she will give you the ability and teach you the ability. Maybe she won't, but maybe she will give you other benefits, like fighting alongside you for certain fights, giving you items, etc. Or maybe she will be a total bitch and backstab you the first chance she gets. This is pretty much your decision to make. All right, I think that covers pretty much everything I had to say about this. So for Patreons, I'm not sure I'm gonna have this done for the next month update. If I do, because I'm focusing on the snake grab attack, if I actually manage to do at least this, maybe I will release an early version when you can just have fun and watch the grab of the snake on 87. She won't be able to attack or anything because I doubt that we have done the attack animations and stuff, but at the very least you will have the Archer Project demo, that's for sure. This one maybe, but if not the next month, the month after, so April I would guess. Alright, so that's it guys, thanks you for watching. Again, sorry for those who were hoping to get to still get the character customization. I know it sucks. I love the character creation myself, but it's just me being realistic. I can't do it on my own. So sorry. I hope you will approve with my decision, and I hope you will see the benefits of that change with the example I just gave with the new combat system that I'm sure will make the game much more unique and much more closer to a legit game, not just a revamp typical RPG Maker game. So that's it. Thank you for your attention, and I will have some news for you in the coming days, I hope. See ya.